Hi, this is Amina Reddy from Commercial Integrator, and I'm delighted to be joined today by Markus, Kahelin, and Paul Stewart as part of our performance audio deep dive spotlight, which is in our May issue of Commercial Integrator and Security Sales and Integration, as well as on our website, commercialintegrator.com. Welcome, Markus and Paul. So great to have you here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for
My
having us.
pleasure.
Yes.
Absolutely. So let's dive right into it. Can you tell me a little bit about your roles and Genelic's offerings for our integrator audience?
Sure. Markus, do you want to start with you?
Yes. I work at the Genelec headquarters and factory that is based in Iisalmi, Finland, a small town up north, quite close to the Arctic Circle. And my main duties are to educate our global sales network about our products and technologies. So I do a lot of different kinds of trainings and seminars, and also visit a lot of shows and various events around the world. And whenever I have some time at the headquarters, I'm also involved in testing, beta testing, and user case testing our new technologies and softwares, and also I had the great privilege of listening to all of the great products that we do. So,
Paul, how about you?
Yes, I'm Paul Stewart. I'm the Senior Technical Sales Manager here at Genelec Inc. in the US. And I've had the pleasure of working with Markus for many, many years. And it's been great working with him and seeing some of the products that we've developed along the way and seeing his involvement in it. So it's great to be on this interview with him. And so I've been with Genelec probably, Markus, I'm thinking you probably have been even longer, but I think I'm on my 18th year here with Genelec. So I've seen a lot of shifts in technology, and it's really exciting times to be with Genelec right now.
Yeah, I can only imagine. It's wonderful to hear about both of your journeys and how Genelic has also evolved. In fact, I wanted to ask you about the importance of smart IP network loudspeakers. I know that's really something that Genelic has been working on. So if you would like to dive into that, that would be great.
You know, Markus, if I can introduce you on this moment, because this
Please.
is really great. Markus, I don't know how long ago it was, but we did an Infocom years ago, and you had brought, I think, some of the first implementations of the IP. So we've been at this for quite a long time, actually.
yeah, and it's been a long journey towards this product line that we currently have called the Smart IP, and it all started with very basic idea or requirement that we should find a way to make installed audio system as easy as possible to install, and that started by figuring out that can we eliminate some of the cabling that traditionally was needed. And then as network technology developed, and there was this standardized way of providing power to a loudspeaker through the network, that kind of solved that, and then we were able to develop this system further. But it's been very, very exciting to see how well adapted it has become already. It's been on the market for a few years now, and we can see many great installations all around the world with these systems done already.
It's been quite remarkable because the products perform just as the counterparts of our powered monitors and loudspeakers. The performance is identical, and to be able to do it with a single cable and offer all the other components that come to that with control and setup.
Yeah, that's amazing. So I actually wanted to talk a little bit more about installed audio. Can you talk about how Genelic's, you've given a lot of features and everything. So can you talk about how Genelic's loudspeakers are so well suited in these situations and how it helps integrators have a seamless project installation?
That's a great question, because some of the things that some people say, if they're familiar with our heritage coming from the professional world of studio monitoring, how can that apply? But it absolutely does. because good audio is good audio. And the way the products, all of the technologies that bring you that work just as well in just about every application that you could think of within commercial installations. Markus, if there's anything you want to add to that with regards to our technology.
I think if you think of the essence of any Genelec loudspeaker, it is the fact that it's relatively compact with very neutral and lifelike audio presentation, and then you have a fairly good amount of sound from a very compact unit, and that makes it very easy to position those loudspeakers into any space, because nobody likes big boxes. They just occupy a lot of space. So we have very good options to integrate not only the audio but also fairly seamlessly into the interior and the design with the die-cast aluminum enclosures that we have, and they present the kind of Nordic style of industrial design that is very neutral and blends into more or less any style.
Just to follow up with what Markus was saying, the ruggedness of the products really lend itself well to these type of installations. And I just wanted to mention that this has been going on for a lot longer than even Genelec realized it. With our 1029, which came out in the 90s, which was the first that we started molding with the aluminum, we've been finding that those were being installed a lot into commercial installations. And just the lendability to how well easily they mount, and we've carried that on with the current models as well.
Yeah, I love how you mentioned that, it's a compactness, a ruggedness, and basically streamlining it easily for installations. I think that also ties into how the company approaches sustainability. So I wanted to ask you if you could talk a little bit more about Genelic's approach to sustainability, not only in its products, but also in its services.
Well, that has been something that I think instinctively Genelec has done from the beginning without, announcing it, or of course, today it's more important than ever, but I think it's been a mindset that the company's had from the beginning. And I think Markus could probably elaborate a little bit more as he's over there at the factory.
Yes, I think you could say that sustainability for a company from Finland is kind of built into all of our DNAs already. First of all, we are surrounded by the nature and beautiful lakes and forests, so the connection to our environment is kind of tangible every day. As a loudspeaker manufacturer, I think the core thing with sustainability and our products is the fact that they last a very, very long time. We build extremely durable and well engineered products that can be also serviced during their lifetime, and we have very extensive spare part and service network all around the world, and we like to think that you should have a loudspeaker that is good for you and for your application for decades, not only for a few years and then you throw it away. And this way we also have very sustainable customer relationships, because people fall in love with their products because they've been using them for very, very long time. Also, our products are consuming very small amounts of electricity. We have extremely efficient power amplifier technologies, enabling a smaller energy footprint out of an AV system, and then also the excess heat that is generated inside the building is minimized that way. And we are using recycled aluminium for most of the enclosures, all of the enclosures in this aluminum range, and also we are quite heavily investing and focusing on developing our own operations, including energy consumption and traveling and all various aspects of business life, so that it's not only a kind of a nice green sticker that you put on top of your box, but it's part of our everyday life in our whole operations.
Wow. And that's why Genelec is such a prominent presence in the performance audio space. Am I right? It's not just the durability, it's the longevity of the products, the services that we offer, which makes Genelec so prominent in this space. Uh, Before we wrap up, I just wanted to ask, is there anything that I have not asked but you would like to spotlight in this interview about Genelec or anything else you would like to bring up here?
I think I would might like to just add that it's a very, like I said earlier, it's a really exciting time for our company. This our smart IP technology has really brought us into a place where people can use a product like ours in an easy setup. And so that means that we're getting some amazing jobs and things that keep popping up. And it's exciting to see some new area that I haven't seen our speakers put into before. So I have to say that it's exciting. And I'm really thrilled to work with anybody that's interested in having good audio, good sound in their installations. So please reach out to us.
And yeah, I would just like to add that making loudspeakers and making network AV systems is not only exciting in terms of the technology, but it's also exciting because we get to meet new people, and we get new customers and friends all around the world, because people are the reason why loudspeakers exist. They are for the people and for your entertainment and information and sharing your culture and knowledge around the world.
Very well put, Markus.
Yeah, that is fantastic. And I just wanted to ask, how can people reach out to Genelec if they wish to stay in contact with you? As you said, it's all about the people. So what would be the best way to reach out to Genelec here?
I guess I'll start by saying if you're here in the US, a great way, our email is genelec.usa@genelec.com, or myself, Paul Stewart. So it's paul.stewart@genelec.com, STEWART. There's like 3 or 4 different ways to spell it, so I want to make sure I have that out there.
And anywhere in the world, you can always visit genelec.com for more information. We have a lot of content on the website and also on our social media channels. And I would like to point out also the Genelec official channel on YouTube, where you can find a lot of good video content about our products and Genelec friends around the world.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Markus and Paul. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hi, again, this is Amanda Reddy, Associate Editor for Commercial Integrator, and this interview is part of our Performance Audio Deep Dive Spotlight, which is on our website, commercialintegrator.com, during the month of May, as well as in the May issue of Commercial Integrator and Security Sales and Integration. Thank you.